Okay, and they scoop. All that roping and they scoop. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you grab yourselves a coffee. It's time for a synchronized sip. The best kind of sip. So you'll notice the obnoxious mug is back and I'm wearing the same outfit. That's because I'm actually recording this just a couple of seconds after the intro for the previous video. Hey, that's how it works. Yep, so I'm literally just sitting in here in my pajamas trying to wake up and start my day with a cup of coffee. But yeah, I thought I'd batch record some intros because yeah, that's what I got to do today. So today we're going to be playing a little bit more rogues. I've tweaked the deck list slightly, so I am just going to jump in and show that to you. Yeah, I wouldn't normally do like another DeckTech or go through the deck when it's just the same deck running back to back, but there has been a slight tweak. So we'll just jump in and explain that to you, and then we'll jump into some games. But thanks for joining in, guys. I hope you enjoy the games. Hope you enjoy the brew. So here we are, guys. This is the deck. If you didn't stay to the end to the last video, or you didn't catch the last video, there has been a slight change to the sideboard. Specifically, we've taken out 2 Skyclave Shade and brought in 2 Crippling Fear. Skyclave Shade, I felt, wasn't really doing much for us in the sideboard. It's only good in a handful of matchups at the moment. It's good against Sultai Ultimatum. It's good against potentially other rogues or control decks, but there just aren't as many of them. Our deck is already fairly good against Sultai Ultimatum, I think. You know, our general game plan is... In broad strokes, our game plan seems effective against their game plan. And having a couple to bring in is nice, but I don't think we need the full 4 when we're not really using them elsewhere. And we don't really see the rogues mirror match that often, though it's undeniably very powerful there. But we do have other things to bring in against rogues as well. So I thought I would cut that and bring in 2 Crippling Fear just to have access to a sweeper, and also something that doesn't rely on targeting and something that doesn't rely on destroy effects. So I can hit something like a Seasoned Hallowblade, for example, in mono white, or clear a board against something like Naya Token/Adventures. But yeah, that's the change we've made. Other than that, the deck's very similar. You're all familiar with it, so let's just move on and jump into some games. On the draw again, it's a little bit unfortunate. Opponent's taken a mulligan already. This hand is acceptable, I think. I think it is acceptable. And I finally figured out how to adjust my my chair a little better, so I can actually use the backrest when I'm sitting here. That's so much better. Good doggy. It's probably a Rakdos sacrifice deck, I guess. Not a good sign for us. Kroxa is terrible. Village rights, I guess. That's a bit sad. That is a bit sad. There's the Bastion. We're playing this first because we want to maximize our mill triggers. And there's Kroxa. There's another Kroxa. So if they hit the black land, obviously they can just bring back Kroxa and we'll be sad. Okay, so they don't have the land. Do they fetch an environmental sciences here? No, necrotic fumes, okay. Just gonna get through with this guy because they got all those chump blockers. Draw some cards while we can. I should have played the temple. What are they going to do with that fumes though? They don't get value off exile triggers. It's only when the things die. And I mean, do they really want to be spending 3 mana to kill off a 1 or 2 mana creature? And they don't have the correct lands for it at the moment anyway. I mean, more drowns are always good, right? I assume they chump with the Twitch here. Is it not what it's in the deck for? This is an unassumingly good card. 1 mana, 1/1 flyer. When it dies, draw a card. Oh, they just take the damage. Okay. Okay, here comes Kroxa. Man, our opponent's taking their time. Come on, buddy, this is your dream matchup. Play the bloody I win the game card. Oh, but he's got 4 open mana. What if he counters it? Then you play it again next turn. And eventually you grind him into dust. Okay, and we will drop off this island. Yeah. I think it's the island. Yep, now the chump block. I want to do all this before I kill Kroxa, so that they have to make their lesson decision with the least amount of information possible. Opponent's really overthinking it over there. Mind you, they are down to 25 cards, so they have to be a little bit thoughtful. Yeah, this list is quite different from the Rakdos mid-range escape lists that are popped up to farm rogues, but Kroxa itself does a pretty good job of farming rogues anyway, so... If they just run back Kroxa here, I think we counter it with Drown in the Loch. Pardon me, guys. Because either way, we're discarding a card to it. Or either way, we're down a card. Fetch another land. I'm happy with that. There was absolutely no need for me to manual tap there. The auto-tapped version is actually better. And leaving more black open would allow me to bluff a Enforcer and Drown in the Loch. Do they just run back Kroxa again? Cool. Big decisions over there from our opponent. I mean, obviously they're also trying to balance out the possibility of burning us out with Bastion trigger and Scorpion triggers. No attacks. I mean, I'm happy to just pass back to my turn. Getting rid of the Predator is actually really nice. Play this pre-combat to get more mill triggers and a little bit more damage. So I get the second Thought Thief trigger when I attack with this Flyy boy, and he does a 1 point more damage. I'm still just only going in with the flyers. I don't want to give them something to throw their little guys in the way of. If I attack with this, I end up losing 3 life and don't do any damage to my opponent, so there's not much value to it. So if I play this, it gives them a good Necrotic Fumes target. And I don't want to Drown in the Loch to protect it. I want to hold it up against a Kroxa. But them casting Necrotic Fumes takes up a lot of their mana. So we're pretty happy with that. And we still get back a Ruin Crab. It's not nothing. Did I play a land this turn? Maybe I should have done that sooner. I feel like I did play a land this turn and I should have done that sooner. And that would be on 1 card now. Oh, assuming our 2 Thought Thieves survive this turn, we should have this in the bag. And even if they manage to kill off a bunch on my board, we've still got the Agadeem's Awakening. Pest Summoning, Necrotic Fumes, 3 unknowns. I have to assume at least one of these is Plumb the Forbidden. And they'll gain life. Like, we're not going to be able to kill them on life total, but we should be able to mill them. This feels artificially tense just because my opponent's taking so long with all of their decisions. So they can plumb now for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Not quite enough, and I can just counter the plumb. Okay, and they scoop. All that roping and they scoop. So I definitely want my Clings. I probably want a Crippling Fear. Skyclave Shade feels good, and so does Negate. Do I want to keep in the Ruin Crabs because I'm helping them mill Kroxas? Probably not. I think the crab comes out against a deck playing Kroxa. And maybe we just try like this. This could be wrong. I mean, obviously we won that game off mill and we would not have been able to win it off damage. This hand doesn't thrill me, but I think it's acceptable. I really wish these weren't tapped. You know, if even one of these was a swamp, this hand would be so much better. I like Cling. I'm leading on this so I can have the turn 2 Skyclave Shade. That's my line. So they have to have a mountain and claim and village rights. To deal with the shade now. They did miss a land drop, which is obviously great for us. That's also great for us, that they just burn a plum like that, and that's their whole turn. They did find their red mana. feel a lot more comfortable knowing I have Cling in hand to deal with a Kroxa. Wish I could have negate up this turn for a Bastion, but such is. Opponent missing that land drop really helped us though. Slow play Olympics over on the opponent side of the table here. Woe Strider, okay. I don't love it. Oh, they just take it. I can't believe they just took it. So now we just get to hold up counterspells. I mean, we're not far off, are we? It's so greedy to keep this, though. But I mean, one more card in their graveyard turns it on. Is it really that greedy? Is it? Okay, what do they got? What do they got? It's actually really funny when my opponents play really slowly and I'm recording. I feel it actually makes me feel like pressure and tension because it's like, oh, like I have to do something. I have to say something. I have to fill the silence and be entertaining. So this is more mana efficient, but I think I use the more narrow card here. Okay, and they skip. And Kroxa is meant to be difficult for this deck. Okay, we'll take the play, of course. Not so P. Sure, whatever. I can shock this in turn 1. Play a Thieves Guild. This hand's too awkward. Wow, this hand is heartbreaking. I mean, I have to keep it, but wow. I think we put this back because it's the least playable. Fall of the Imposter. Ah, so this is like a Selesnya counters list. Okay. Huh. Didn't I just put this on the bottom of my library? No white mana from our opponent, so we're both stuck on a color at the moment. Okay, there's my blue. Drown's always good. Get rid of you. Am I up against a starter deck? Oh, someone actually brewed this. Scoos. Hate to see it. Yep, so they can't eat enough to save the ooze. They can gain a life if they want to, though. I mean, that works too, doesn't it? Yeah, eat your own yard. God, are we just going to lose to this scavenging ooze now? We did it. We got rid of the scoos. Oh, well done us. Oh, opponent's still on the Zendikar Rising Elemental avatars. I could buy Lurrus at like any point, but I want to keep Essence Scatter and that open. We are like miles away from turning on into the story. This Thieves Guild Enforcer has some serious work to do. I wonder what they're holding over there. Other than priority. But get it for one. End turn. Hey, they found white mana. Tusky, so we need to counter that. Can't be countered, can it? It can't be countered and it's indestructible. God damn it. Punished for not buying Lurrus. Lurrus can block this for days. Conclave Mentor, there it is. And another Mentor. Wowzers. We're just so far behind here. That sucks. Could we have clawed our way back? Maybe. But, I just don't want to play anymore. I just don't want to play that game anymore. Hope we have better luck this game. What is this hand? Sure, I can keep this. I'm going to put back the Ruin Crab because I'm not using it. Like, I can't play it turn 1, and I can play a Thieves Guild into a Thieves Guild. And that will get the milling going pretty quickly anyway. This will be 1-2, then turn 2 that'll be 6, then another 4. Seems good. I am going to lead on the swamp here, so that if they play something that we need to eliminate, we can eliminate it. But our preference will be to play the Enforcer. But yeah, no, I'm definitely happy to eliminate that. Does mean we're a turn behind on deploying the Thought Thief, but that's okay. Another Mentor, okay. I don't have an answer to it, which is dangerous, but always more than one Mentor. Again, I hit Resolve All. Why does it not Resolve All? Grab a blue source here. Grab another blue source here. And we're going to play both of these pre-combat to maximize mill triggers and maximize damage bonus. Don't like being empty-handed though. Would love to hit a into the story. Toski, sure. We're just going to hold up didn't say please here. Okay, and they skip. Nice. Clean living. So maybe I do want Cling to Dust here. In which case I take out the Wind Robbers, I guess. It's not great, but it's okay. Just get the tap land out of the way. Would love to just kill off the aspirant here, but then you're delaying this yet another turn. More mill triggers I'm missing out on, further I'm behind on board, so I think it's correct to just play this here. Okay. You're going to be black. This way I can Blood Chief's Thirst and Drown, or Blood Chief's Thirst and Thieves Guild Enforcer. Or Blood Chief's Thirst and Soaring Thought Thief. Kill off the aspirant here. Oh no, no. That was meant to be Drown in the Lock. I clicked Drown in the Lock. Oh no. I meant to Drown in the Lock and just kill off the aspirant. I must have misclicked. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, we take this trade. We take it all day. Okay. That's fine. Try this again. Okay, they've hit their third land. What do they got for us? Scavenging Ooze. Nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. Ooh, those are both nice ones to get rid of. Vorinclex is miles off. I don't think it actually belongs in this deck, but the Garruk's Harbinger is nice to dispose of. For sure. So I can buy Lurrus, but I think I'm just going to flash in a Thought Thief at end step and then also just cycle Cling to Dust to try and hit a land. Luminarch Aspirant. Unfortunate. Yep, need to just take the 3 here. I can't Cling to Dust now because they can activate the Ooze in response. So I can Cling to Dust this and stop them from getting the counter on the Ooze. Hey, they finally show you what card's being targeted. So I gain a bit of life and stop them from getting a counter. Basri's Lieutenant, okay. Okay, our opponent has 2 3/3s. We will take 6. So we probably need to Heartless Act this turn, which means we can't enter the story. Makes our mana a little bit awkward. Okay. See what they target. Probably be the Lieutenant. It's not. Okay, that's interesting. Let's blow that up now. I don't want to go to 2, so it's time for a chump block. don't think we have a way to survive here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, so that last loss was kind of embarrassing. I think that did involve a certain amount of bad luck and bad playing. I'll definitely own that to lose against the Countess deck. I feel like we definitely should have won that. Yeah, unfortunately our Heartless Axe didn't line up very well, and I think I made a few decisions that I could have made differently. And, you know, we did get unlucky with some of our draws, but, like, that's the game. Anyway, let's stop making excuses. It was just an unfortunate and embarrassing loss, but it was really nice to get that win against Rakdos, which should have been really bad for us. So, you know, there you go, Bizarro World. We won the game that should have been hard and lost the game that should have been easy. But, yeah, that's the deck. We didn't really see our Crippling Fear doing too much for us in these games, which, you know, whatevs, that's how it goes. You know, I'm still going to run with this change for now and see how it plays out. But I do have another video coming up for you guys with this version of the deck, which is a really nice grindy matchup against Stolte Ultimatum, which was pretty fun. But yeah, it's going to be probably just a video by itself because it is not a short match. And as I said in one of the previous videos, these are rogue ones. They've been a little bit longer because I'm back in best of 3. Let me know how you feel about that. I have historically done best of 3 content on the channel, but it does mean the videos run longer because to like try and get like a 45-minute video, it means I can really only show you one game most of the time, and I'd rather show you at least 2, but then we get closer to an hour than to even 45 minutes, you know. But yeah, hopefully you guys are still enjoying it. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the change, what you feel about the video length, and of course don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You've been brilliant. I'll catch you all in the next video.